In 1971, a deal was struck between OPEC and the US, in which every barrel of oil purchased in the global marketplace would be bought with US dollars. Any country, therefore, wanting to buy oil must have first exchanged its currency for US. This is called the petrodollar system, a system that has created an artificial demand for the USD in the world, thus creating USD monopoly in the global trade. Now, China is challenging the system, and the man throwing his support behind China's campaign is Saudi Arabia's Prime Minister Mohammed bin Salman. Hi and welcome, I am Vikrant. You are watching India's World. We provide you a crisp geopolitical analysis. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for more interesting videos. So, Xi Jinping's visit to Saudi Arabia has already set the alarm bells ringing in US. US is realizing its monopoly over the global trade is slipping away from its hands. Now see this. Chinese President Xi Jinping declared on Friday that China would like to purchase gas and oil in Yuan, its local currency. This will be a big step towards establishing Yuan as a major international currency. Now, even a bigger concern for the US economy here is that Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia too finds this idea viable and possible in the face of growing tensions between Washington and Riyadh. Saudi Arabia has already threatened to sell its oil in currencies other than the dollar if Washington passes a bill exposing OPEC members to US antitrust lawsuits. In fact, in March this year, Saudi Arabia itself admitted that it was willing to sell oil to China in yuan and not USD. Saudi Arabia exports more than 25% of its total oil production to China. That is a huge amount of oil, and if Saudi Arabia starts selling oil to China in yuan, this will greatly dent the USD's reputation in the international market. Suppose if the international market starts ditching USD for the Chinese yuan, this will devastate the American economy. Countries closer to China might choose to buy oil in yuan. This will decrease the USD's demand, which will decrease USD's overall value in the international market. In that scenario, a massive inflation will hit the American economy. People will lose their jobs, food prices will go through the roof, people will see their asset value crashing, and US might also see its economy shrinking big time. The next important question is, how difficult is it for Saudi Arabia to switch to yuan from USD? Very difficult is the short answer. Most of Saudi Arabia's assets and reserves are in dollars, including more than $120 billion of US treasuries that Riyadh holds. And the Saudi riyal, like other Gulf currencies, is also pegged to USD. So Saudi Arabia might start selling oil to China in yuan in smaller amounts in the beginning, but it won't be feasible for Saudi Arabia to make a quick shift to yuan. But should relations between MBS and Joe Biden continue to nosedive, the Saudi Crown Prince can go to any length to punish the US economy. That is why even Biden is now toning down his offensive against MBS. For example, a US judge in Washington decided to drop a lawsuit against MBS in Jamal Khashoggi case after the Biden administration granted him immunity. So, in the ongoing ego clash between MBS and Biden, MBS currently holds the upper edge. And in case Biden chooses to play unseen cards up his sleeves, MBS can shock him with his petrodollar move.
India's World, telling the right side of the story.